Well, we have breaking news in a case that you may have kind of forgotten about over the last couple of weeks. I hate to dampen the breaking news, but let me give you a quick update on what this case is and why we now have a verdict in Missouri versus Rebecca Ruud. You may remember this case. It's the case in which the court heard the case. This was not a jury trial. This was a bench trial. And the judge, Calvin Holden, took the case under advisement for a number of weeks. Just there you saw Savannah Leckie's mother. She was accused of killing Savannah Leckie, the 16-year-old who had a number of behavioral problems. The curious part of the case was Rebecca Ruud was the natural mom, gave up the child at birth to some folks who basically adopted her. They started having problems with her because of her issues and medical condition when she became a teenager. So Savannah goes back to her mother, who is then accused of murdering her and burning the body. Now that I've set that up for you, let me read the court's order again. This is the judge issuing the decision. Verdict: the court finds the defendant not guilty beyond the reasonable doubt on count 1 of the Class A felony of murder in the first degree. Okay, so that's not guilty, count 1, murder in the first degree. Count 2, Class A felony of abuse or neglect of a child, also not guilty. Count 3, the Class A felony of murder in the second degree, not guilty. Count 4, for the felony of tampering with physical evidence, not guilty, but does find the defendant guilty of count 5, the Class E felony of abandonment of a corpse. So there you have the decision finally down in the case against Rebecca Ruud. She was found guilty of really the least of all of the charges against her, a tampering charge. We will get to the sentencing on that when the judge gets around to it. So your guess is as good as mine as when that might be, but cleared of the top charges in the death of her daughter, Savannah Leckie.